Well, in this video, I'm going to discuss about the ECR, the Elastic Container Registry. It is as same as Docker Hub. We have discussed a lot of things about the Docker and the containers. If you want to know about more of these all things, you can go with the Docker videos that I've created. It has a complete thing like what is a Docker, what is a container, why we require the container, how to run container, how to manage the containers, how to push pull the container, and how to make a security, how to make a volumes, how to make a mount binds and bind mounts, and how to make the network. I discuss a lot of things. You can go through it. So what is ECR? ECR is a Amazon Elastic Container Registry. Elastic, as I already discussed, so it is a flexible and it is scalable. For that purpose, it is Elastic Container Registry, where we store the container, manage the container, pull, push container, and deploy of the container. So what is the purpose? Supports Docker image and integrates seamlessly with Amazon ECS and EKS and the Lambda. EKS is a Elastic Kubernetes service, and the Lambda is a serverless architecture. It supports these all the things. So what is the key features? Fully managed service simplifies the container image storage. We have the images which we pull and push into the Docker Hub. The same thing we can do over here. High availability. It replicates the same image across multiple regions. So if you are someone who is in India and deployed your application onto San Francisco, you can able to access it because it replicates the whole of the images into different regions where it is available. Integrated security, okay, image scanning, encryption, and permission for the secure image management. These all are provided by the ECR. And seamless integration, it works with the ECS, EKS, and Docker CLI for easy deployments. So we have discussed a lot of things about the Docker. To know about these all the things, you have to have a knowledge of the Docker and the container. So I prefer to like I will tell to go with those all things. It is you up to your choice. So these are the things which we do, because when we are talking about Docker Hub and this thing, the Docker Hub is by default, it is a public platform. You can manage your private repository over there, no doubt, but it is by default public and it is vulnerable also. So not that up to that mark, but if your every infrastructure of yours is deployed onto AWS, and it is managed by the AWS, then it is preferred to go with the ECR one. So how the ECR goes works. So as obvious, we used to create the containers or the Docker images using the build. We used to get the images and we used to run those image, and we used to push the image, we used to pull the image, we used to log in into the Docker, we used to log in into the container, we start, pause, and we used to get the list, we used to stop those things, and we used to do a lot of things, and these are all done in ECR as well. So push and pull things we already discussed it. We can do this. Authentication, as we using the IAM. Oh yeah, this is also another thing. IAM roles are not provided in the Docker. A Docker only provides authentication, so through which you can able to deploy your application onto Docker Hub. But IAM is not present over there. IAM is identity and access management. Previously I discussed it. It is through which you can provide some access to particular group, and authorization also. This is not present over there, but it is present over there because of the AWS IAM roles. And version control, it is also possible in both of the things. So these are the things which we can go with that particular one, because AWS ECR only you can use if your whole infrastructure is present on the AWS. Like instead of the GitHub, if you have code commit, instead of Kubernetes other service, like we have the OpenShift, we have a lot of things. If you have alternative to that is the EKS only. If your application is deployed on Elastic Kubernetes service, you can use this one. And code commit also discussed, and your if your application is serverless, and it is deployed on Lambda, then it is preferred to go with AWS only, because your whole of the infrastructure is supported by it. So it is all about ECR. Thank you.